Hey guys, good afternoon. Want to do a video just kind of telling you where we are after the first 9 weeks. We have one more week to go and then the 9 weeks is finished. We'll start getting report card grades will all be in. So I want to tell you what we've done over this 9 weeks and just make sure that you know. So I'm going to flip the camera over and show you where we are. Here we go. So here again, I've showed you this. This is the Math Fact Fluency interview. I'm going to start testing the kids Monday of next week. So any of these facts that the kids have that are circled, just work on them, make sure they know these facts. It also helps with as they add tens and hundreds. So don't think that these are just, too, baby facts or too simple. Like these will help them with larger numbers as the numbers continue to get larger. So please work on that. If you've lost it, I will send home a copy that they can work on. Sorry for the announcements. They're doing announcements. Let me let her finish.
Please go to the cafeteria. All medical school care students, including gymnastics, please go to the cafeteria.
Okay, so the top thing, I got 4 things that we've worked on. The top one, telling time. Just make sure your child, make sure they know the difference. Make sure they know this is the hour, this is the minute, that the numbers on the clock are for the hour, and that if it's in between 2 numbers on the hour, it's not to the larger number, it's to the smaller number. And make sure that the minute that they know, they need to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 things that we know. Just make sure that they know telling time. So that's one thing. The second thing, we want to make sure, so we're right here, make sure rounding to the nearest 10 and 100. I put an example on the board just to make sure. So let's say we have 246. If we're going to round that to the nearest 10, it would round to 250. And then if we were going to round that to the nearest 100, that would round to 200. So make sure they can round, a 3-digit, 2 or 3-digit number to the nearest 10 and the nearest 100. The third thing that I really want them to master and know how to do, and I feel like they're doing a great job, is we have adding 2 and 3-digit numbers. I gave an example of how we do it. So the kids tell me they're basically breaking it apart into what we call expanded form, or I tell them, hey, add the 100 tens and ones. So we have 257 plus 374. I added 200, 300, got 500. I added from the tens right here, 50 plus 70, got 50 plus 70 is 120. Then I took the ones, 7 plus 4, 7 plus 4 equals 11. And then we add those all up, and then we add up the 500, the 120, and the 11 down here. And we get 631. Now they might could add the 11 and 120 in their head and then add the 131 to 500. A lot of them can do that in their head. So that's how we do addition, is we break the numbers apart and add them that way. They're doing a great job. Thank you for working with me on that. I see a big difference. I'm really proud where we're standing in both classes, in Ms. Scheller's class and my class. The last thing that we really need to have mastered by the end of this 9 weeks is subtracting 2 and 3-digit numbers. I gave an example over here. This is called, what we do is called the open number line strategy. The kids call it hopping up. Basically what we're doing is we have 374 and we want to know the difference. I keep saying that word, difference, difference, difference. We want to know what's the difference between 374 and 157. So what we do is we make a number line. Now we don't write all the numbers on the number line, it would take forever. So I just write the smaller number here and numbers get bigger. And then I take the 157, write it here. 374, I take it here. And the kids are getting great at this. They know to go to the next 10, so they hop up 3 to 160. Then they know to try to find the next 100, so they're great at adding 40 to get to 200. Then from 200 to 300, they add 100. And then from 300 to 374, they add 74. Then to find the answer, they just add up all these hops that they did. And we have 3 plus the 40 plus the 100 plus the 74. Equals 217. And so that's how we've been doing subtraction. They're doing great at it. I actually feel really good where we're sitting right now. So next week we're going to start jumping into multiplication, division stuff. Not division right away, but we're going to start talking about arrays, finding the area perimeter. But before we jump into that, just to wrap up, practice these Math Fact Fluency interviews. Please work on that. It is so important. So we'll test those early next week. Make sure your child can tell time to the nearest minute. So not just to the 5-minute, but throw it in here and see if they can tell the time if it's like this, to the nearest minute. So telling time, they need to be able to round to the nearest 10 and 100, add 2 and 3-digit numbers, and subtract 2 and 3-digit numbers. I'm hoping that with all these videos. The purpose is so you know and we're on the same page of how I'm teaching it, so you can work that way at home. This is not the only strategy we're going to use, but this is building great number sense to help them as they get older and things get more complex. So if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. You can email me, send me a note, text me, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.